Hello and welcome back, friends. If you're new around here, I'm Big Gatah. If you came looking for the sharpest tennis bets, you're right where you belong. We're covering Los Cabos, Bastad, and Gstaad right now. That's a hard court and two clay. We made it all the way to the semifinals, so we're going to get into that today. It's only about 6 matches, so not a lot. Make sure you pop into the comments, let me know what you'll be playing. And also, check out my pinned comment to see what I'll be playing for you guys as well. Now, if you guys do enjoy the breakdowns and the analysis and the predictions, please give the video a like. It goes a long way. And if you would like to get my picks as soon as they get uploaded and get that pinned comment as soon as it's gone up, make sure you subscribe so you can play it immediately. You know, the markets do switch and change all the time. And if you are feeling generous for the wins, there's a link in the pinned comment as well. Now, with that out the way, I do want to say it's Friday. Happy Friday to everybody. We're going to do something special. Why not? It's Friday. So, if you happen to comment on this video first on a Friday, and we'll be doing this all the time now. If you're the first to comment on the Friday video, you will be given a free pick sent to you via Discord. It'll be your pick. You can share it in the comment section of the video. It's completely up to you. But if you want to get a specialized, custom one-off pick added to your day, you can be the first one to comment on the video. Make sure you go to the pinned comment to go to the Discord, and make sure you can find it there. If you don't see it there, go to the channel, and the link will be in the channel more info page. All right, that's out the way. We only got 6. Let's get into what's going on in Mexico first. We got El Shapo going against Adam Walton. Now, these guys have played each other once before, earlier this year. Funny enough, back in March. El Shapo won in straight sets, 6-3, 6-2. Walton's been looking really good, but he's been winning in straight sets just as much as actually that's not true. He dropped a set to Duckworth last night, but he beat Base already pretty convincingly, 6-1, 6-0. Went to a tiebreak with Rodrigo Pacheco Mendez, which that was his first set coming back on the hard courts, and then ever since then he seemed to be pretty good. Duckworth gave him a decent challenge because he just came from beating Davidovich Fokina, so I still think that Shapovalov gets this done. There's been a lot of weird upsets happening in Los Cabos, as we all know if you've been following the channel. But I do think that it should be a pretty standard win for El Shapo here. Now, if we're just looking at what we have going on for these guys in the hard courts, Dennis is 9-6 on the hard courts this season. Walton is 27-14, so he has the reps. His reps are in. Will he be able to take a set from El Shapo? It's looking like he's hard to beat right now, but I don't think if there's one person in the tournament so far that'll take a set from him, it'll be this guy. Honestly, if it gets to the point where he's got to play against Rublev, I think that he beats Rublev. I think Shapo is probably, out of the last 4 people left, the number 2 guy. So I'm pretty sure he's seeded at number 2 anyway. I could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah. He's seeded number 3. Going against the 8th seed, Walton. So we'll see about that. I like the El Shapo money line. He's at, what? Minus 240, I believe. So it's not a bad price for him. Not a bad price for him. Minus 300 now. So a little bit worse, but it is what it is. Moving on, we have Rublev going against Kovacevic as our second semifinal match. Rublev is the favorite by minus 500. We got really close to seeing an imploding Rublev there last night. I don't know if you guys watched the match, but Rublev was not doing too hot in like the first half of the match. It looked like he was going to lose in straight sets to Emilio Nava. I think he was up like 3-0 in the second set, and then like he came back and won. So Rublev put in some grit and got the win as needed. Kovacevic, he is looking, in my opinion, a bit better. They're not showing his matches on Tennis TV. You got to be looking at them on Fanatics. So that's where I've been watching him play. He's been playing really well, though. I think with him finishing his most recent set 6-1, makes me think that he can at least get a set off on Rublev. If not, he can beat him. I know it sounds unpopular, but I think he can beat Rublev right now. Rublev was playing damn good, but I think that it's plus 104 for Kovacevic to get a set before I commit to that thought. Just know this. They've played each other once before earlier this year. Kovacevic beat Rublev in straight sets on the indoor hard courts in Montpellier. He's done it before. So, him having a set plus money right now could be a really, really nice gift for us, given how weird this week has been. I think it would make a lot of sense. Rublev seemingly has straight-setted Manarino and Juan Hernandez and Sebastian Offner and Adam Walton in the past 2 months. So I'm saying that to say in 2 months, everybody else he's played with has gotten a set off of him. And I think Kovacevic on the hard courts is better than Manarino on the grass at this current time. So I like him getting a set. Call me crazy. Shoot me. I think our American gets us a fucking set. So with that being said, we'll pop our asses over to Bastad. See what we have going on for the semis there. Right? We got Carabelli. Camilo Carabelli going against Jesper de Jong, who got rid of Talon Griekspoor for the second time. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? These two have an interesting history. It's 3-3 between them. It literally alternates winners. It's De Jong's turn to win this one. That's literally like the first thing I'm seeing. I'm like, it's his turn to win. They played each other in the final in Villa Maria in Argentina. And it went to 3 sets with a tiebreak in the first set, with Carabelli being the winner. The match before that was on the hard courts in the Australian Open in the qualification round. Went to 2 tiebreaks, but De Jong ended up winning the match. Carabelli, their last time playing on the clay as well, before Villa Maria at the Piracicaba Challenger. It was a win from Carabelli once again. So they've played each other 6 times, and only once was on the hard court. Every other time was on the clay. And at least up until 2023, there has been a set with a tiebreak in it when these guys play. I'm a bit iffy on taking either one. Misalic has had, in my opinion, a slightly tougher draw going against Filip Misalic, who's been hard to beat on the clay this season. Botig VDZ beat him in 3 sets, and then Christian Garin, he beat him in straight sets, 6-4, 6-4. Jesper de Jong beat Talon Griekspoor 4-6, 7-6, 6-3. Vit Kopchiva, 7-6, 7-5. And then William Vinci Chiara, who is no one I know. So I would lean on Carabelli to do it here. Maybe we can look at the total matches that we're looking at. If they will let us. Okay, so the spread is at 1.5. Don't like that. Total points at 22.5. Hard to say, right? Carabelli's 25-12. De Jong is 18-11. 18-11 is not as good as 25-12. He needs what, 7 more wins and 1 more loss to be at the same level, the same record. The difference, the only thing is, these guys have literally a 64 point something record on the clay. Carabelli has a way bigger sample size. Played almost 3 to 4 times as many more matches on the clay as De Jong. So it's even money here. Set spread. Carabelli to get a set. I think De Jong, let's see, in their last few matches, De Jong was able to get one. But in every match since January, we've gotten a set, except for that one match in Tigre Dos. We've gotten a set from Carabelli in the last 3 matches. So I think it would be within sound reason to assume that with his current given form, and he's playing better and harder people, that he gets a set. It's minus 300. It's worth the same amount of money as El Shapo to win today. So think about that one. All right, and then next we have Cerundolo going against Darderi. We got Luciano going against Francisco. They've played each other 3 times before, all on the clay, and within the past year and some change. So that's awesome. Cerundolo is ranked 20 in the world. Darderi is ranked 55. There's a 3-year difference between them as far as form. They're both playing decently well. Cerundolo is a bit better this season. As far as the clay court performances, Cerundolo is 21-9. Darderi is 19-11. So 2 wins, 2 losses at extra. He could get to that record. In their last head-to-head, last 2 head-to-heads, both of the ones that took place this year, Cerundolo did win. And a third set win in Rio de Janeiro, and then in Buenos Aires earlier, about a week earlier, in straight sets. Darderi beat him in Houston last year, around April, in 3 sets as well on the clay. I would lean towards Cerundolo just because of the match he had today against Demir Jumhur. I told you. Jumhur's good, but I don't know if he was going to be able to sustain that level. It looked like he went through an injury, though, in that last set. He was getting a lot of, like, medical stuff happening on the side. So maybe he was just, like, getting a bit tired or fatigued and his arm was giving out. How about... Yeah, I don't know with this one. I would say Cerundolo, but Darderi's been playing really well. He's beaten... He bageled Sebastian Baez in that first set. But literally every set after it, every set he's been playing has been ending in 6-2, outside of the bagel. I don't know what to make of that information. Does he get a set? Does he get a set 6-2? I don't know. I don't know. That's just really weird. I'm looking at like his last 3 matches, and every match has a 6-2 set in it. His first match against Coleon had every set ended in 6-2. Same with Elias Emer. He just shouldn't have bageled Baez, and it would have been the same. But I don't know. I don't really care, honestly, to be honest with you. Should be a good match, but I don't feel too strongly about it. All right. Now next we have our matches in Gstaad, right? Only 2. We got Juan Manuel Cerundolo, the brother of Francisco, going against Ignacio Buse from Peru. Now, these two are both outside of the top 100, but they're both playing very well. The lefty of Cerundolo may be a bit of a problem. He just got through Castorud in 3 sets. What an upset. Beat David Goffin in 3 sets. What an upset. Beat Struff in 3 sets. What an upset. Ignacio Buthe. Gone. Gone Burchaga. Gone Maifshuk. Gone Jerry. Gone Zaraj. Got rid of all them boys. On a 5-match win streak right now. That's strong. I think if... Okay. I don't know what Castorud was doing in that match today. If you guys watched any of those highlights, can somebody put into the comments why this man thought he was going to win by moonballing the entire match? I don't. Just help me understand. Maybe I'm missing something. Is this like a tactic on the clay to moonball people and throw their rhythm off? Like, because it didn't work, and I want to know what Castorud was thinking. I was like, bro, you're like a top 20 player. Like, why are you doing this? It was like unappealing to watch him do. So, if anyone has an answer for me, I'm sure there is one somewhere. I don't know if you guys have it. Maybe you do. Let me know. Yeah, please. Anyways, let's look a little bit closer in this one. Let's see. So, as far as match lines go, it is 1.5 on the spread. Is it for this match as well? I like the idea of this being a long match. I could see it going to a 3rd set. I mean, both of these guys, their last 3 matches since the first round have been 3-setters. Which means that they're both good enough to win, but also drop a set. Right? Like, so I would look at that and say, hey, Cerundolo and Buthe probably going to go to 3 sets. Probably. Plus 114. Who do I think gets the set? The guy who beat Castorud, I think. I think Cerundolo gets the set. if one has to get one, like if it doesn't go to 3, I think he's the one that gets the sets. Which means I think he'll probably win. I have been very impressed with this Ignacio guy, though. I haven't been that impressed with what I was seeing with Juan Manuel, just because of what he was playing against. Like, it was so hard to tell how good he was, given how weird of a play style Ruud was going for today. Honestly, Buthe could be way better, and he's been battle tested by decent people. I mean, Maifshuk is probably, out of the 4 people that we'll name here, Ruud, Goffin, and Struff, probably was the most informed person to play on the clay. So Buthe got rid of him. Ruud hasn't played many clay matches from coming back from the grass. David Goffin hadn't played on the clay yet, right? He played like a match. So I think Cerundolo's catching these people out of rhythm. And I think the other people that have been playing against Buthe have been a bit more in rhythm. So, with that being said, I do actually like Buthe a little bit more. There's a spread for it. It's plus 1.5. I would rather get it at plus 2.5 if it's possible anywhere. But if I could alt it the way I would want to alt it, I'd make it plus 3.5. I don't think he loses 6-4, 6-4. I don't think he loses that badly. But yeah, that's that. Now there is one more match. Now, this last match is going to be... Who is it? It's going to be Bublik versus either Cazaux or Kim. And Bublik is playing like mad well still, guys. I think he's focused. Dare I say, the man may be focused. The man may be focused. So, let's see. Looks like he'll be playing Arthur Cazaux. So, Cazaux and Bublik. Match just ended, so I gotta see if there's any head-to-heads yet. Nothing's updated just yet. Bublik. Alright, so we have head-to-head history between these two boys. We have Alexander Bublik going against Arthur Cazaux. And they played each other in Wimbledon last year. Bublik won in straight sets. So it was decently close, though. 6-4, 7-6, 6-4. But this is going to be on the clay. And Arthur Cazaux has been playing decently well on the clay this season. He's only played about 6 matches, but he's been playing decently well. Bublik, on the other hand, has been playing terrific, if you ask me. He's 17-6. Hasn't dropped a set since he's gotten to Switzerland. He has lost to, since middle of May, he's lost to Mpechi Pericard, Yannick Sinner, and Jaume Munar. Okay? A 5-setter in Wimbledon. He's beaten Yannick Sinner, Daniel Medvedev, Khachanov on the grass this season. He's beaten Jack Draper, Alex de Minaur on the clay this season. He's looking fucking good on the clay this season. if he's beating the lights of Jack Draper and Demonar, surely Arthur Cazaux should be a walk in the park for him. We're taking the money line today. Believe that. We're taking the money line for this guy today. I like how he's playing. There was a great match that Cazaux did play as well. But level against Bublik when he's playing this well is hard to match. He's hard to play when he's this good. So, take Cazaux if you want to. I'm going to go Bublik. So, with that being said, that will wrap up all the picks we do have for today. If you would like some more discussion, talk more about the picks, talk about picks you have, don't forget there's going to be a link to the Discord in the pinned comment below. And don't forget to look out for that pinned comment pick coming soon. I'm probably going to upload a short tomorrow for the final. We'll see. There is another hardcore tournament coming up soon. Like I said, we have a surprise coming for you guys. Next few videos, upcoming weeks, we have a big surprise. So be on the lookout for that. But let's get some money today. It's been a weird week of tennis. I knew it would be, but let's get our money back today. Okay? Take care.